Afternoon traders. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Dow down, Nasdaq and the S&P both up. All right. So you probably know if you've been following me, we've been playing this SRNE Sorrento Pharmaceuticals for a while, and now it looks like there's been some bad news that came out after hours and sending the stock lower, sub $10 right. I'm sorry, sub $11 right now. So I did get out of the stock in after hours right after the news hit. Unfortunately, I got in at 11:08 yesterday, and I got out at about $11 in after hours trading. So, I don't want to get too bogged down on what's going on with the technicals. All we need to know is that the CFO was fired, and to me, this is a no play, and I'm taking it off my watch list. I do not want to even be involved with any stocks that have CFO issues. It's usually portends worse things with the company. All right, guys. So SRNE, I think I'm lucky that I got out relatively unscathed. We're going to just go ahead and kick that to the curb and move on to the next stock. The next stock that we had talked about yesterday, and unfortunately was also a underperformer, was a VXRT. VXRT. We had gotten in here at 960 yesterday, wrote it up, looked great, and then all of a sudden today, first 30-minute candle, could not get above that to actually, in fact, took it out, and then it went lower. I did get out right here at the 960 on 960 area. So I did a round tripper, I call those, where you get into a position, you go up higher, and then you lose your whole profit. So that's 2 in 2 days right there, 2 in 1 day, right? Sorrento and VXRT. So those are both very, very disappointing. Okay, so the next stock, now the other three stocks that we do still have and still own. First one is AQST. AQST had a really nice day today. It was up about 51 cents or about 6.7%. And this still looks like it is looking really, really good. If you are long, AQST, I say stay long. If you remember, we had mentioned AQST and how that had that $1, $2, and $3, $7 attempts to break, and then finally about 3 trading days ago it closed above that. So there's no surprise to me that this is actually making a nicer move higher. So where's the next point of resistance? Well, for me it's right here, at that 8, let's call it 880, 890 range right here, right? So that's the next point to watch for, but there isn't really much inventory up there, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. All right, so we're going to bring it up on here. All right, so this is the histogram with the daily. So look at right here. This is where all the shares have been traded above this $8.33 range. So there's not many sellers up here, right? So if we get another push here in the next day or two, this is going right up to $10, if not higher. So watch this really closely. It is a little overextended on the Bollinger Band, right? It's up right here on the Bollinger Band. So it is a little overextended. Watch if you can, if you want, either add to your position on a pullback or even add to your position on a breakout here, taking out today's high. So that's how you play it. Watch that 30-minute candle and then make your decisions accordingly. Okay, so that's AQST. Another stock that was a little bit of a disappointment for today was ADS. ADS was down $1.73, and yeah. So let's bring this on the daily. I'm sorry, the intraday right here. Okay, so after that nice little upgrade by Oppenheimer, made that high of $50.85. It's done nothing but going straight down. So where to now? I'm not going to do another round tripper with this. Tomorrow, if the first 30-minute candle gets taken out on the downside, I will be out of the position as well. And hopefully, I'll look at it, down the road for another entry point. Okay, so that's ADS. And lastly, we have OVID, OVID. OVID, we had gotten in on Friday at 768. It's trading at $8.10. This one is looking really good. Here we're going to bring this up on a daily 1-year chart. And if you remember correctly, I did say watch for a move above this 825, 830 range right here. Once it breaks this, I think this $9.40 will be a nice target that will be taken out. Okay, so watch that closely. Buy this on the pullback. Watch for a breakout above 8.25, and remember, use that 30-minute candle to get in and out of your positions. All right, guys, so that's the 3 stocks that we still own. I'm going to give you 3 going into tomorrow that are setting up nicely. And the first one is going to be CVM. We've played CVM in the past, right? And CVM now is right back here at that point of control, right? So how do you play this? Well, watch that 30-minute candle. If it holds this point of control, I would go long for another run up to this value area high. Now, if it doesn't take it, and you have the ability to short the stock, I would short this under $12. If that's the case, I think if this value area low gets taken out on the short side, it'll probably want to retest that 1144, and then who knows if it even can hold that 1144. So that's how to play this. You know, your risk reward is right there, really tight. Watch that first 30-minute. Go short if it gets below 12. Go long if that first 30-minute candle gets taken out on the upside. All right, so the next stock that we talked about that is KNDI. We talked about this yesterday, and we had said yesterday it was above that point of control. It looked like it may want to, with a nice little one more push, it could challenge that value area high. And if that were the case, you know, the sky's the limit on this one. But today had, you know, there's a little different plans here, right? First 30-minute candle, took that out on the downside, and guess what? It sold off all the way the whole day, right? It didn't do anything the whole day. Well, what now? Well, we're right here at the point of control. So this was a natural, you know, place for this to kind of stop, you know, stop the bleeding right here at the point of control. So how do we play this tomorrow? Again, 30-minute candle. Take it out on the upside. If it doesn't, it's a no play, right? Unless you want to short it. Maybe you want to short it all the way down to this value area low, and that's a possibility too. So watch that 30-minute candle. If you want to go long after the first 30 minutes. If not, either short it or do not play the stock. Okay, so that's KNDI. It looks like it's up a nice 15 to 20 cents after hours, so maybe this can be in play on the upside tomorrow. So watch that closely. Lastly, the stock that I do like is this FLGT. FLGT. If you take a look at FLGT, first we're going to bring it up on the daily, 1-year daily, and if you look, it recently made this 52-week high of 47.85. Now look, the 5 is over the 13 EMA. It took out yesterday's high, so this looks like it's poised to go higher, right? So so how do you play this? Well, here we go. Watch for a little shakeout here tomorrow. Maybe you could get it. You know, maybe, you know, it's hard to say. 43 bucks. You know, it closed at 44. Maybe you'll see $1 right in the morning on the downside. Use that first 30-minute candle to you know, make your decision on when to enter and when to exit. But it looks like if it could get above $48 right here, 48.12 to be exact, this stock is probably going to make a new 52-week high. And if that's the case, you know, who knows where the stock can go? It's a small market cap stock of $965 million. So it's under $1 billion. So this has a lot of legs to run. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining me. I try to keep these really short, give you those 3 setups that I like. I really do appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. I really enjoy making the show, so please keep tuning in, and I'll keep making these videos for you. And again, if you have any questions, please contact me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. Again, please subscribe, and always trade smart and be safe.